Ugh. My God. I took a shower. And then I like moisturized my face. Fucking moisturizer in my eye. I have to keep up appearances. You know, I'm gonna look like an Asian man. Roughly the same age, and then I'm gonna hit one year, one day. I'm gonna hit one age, and I'm turning into the old Asian man, like bent over with a cane. I feel like I'm slowly turning into that. It's like always like trying to correct my posture and shit. But what's going on? Welcome back. Day 8 here. We're on a little bit late. Apologize. My daughter was having some sleep issues, so we're kind of trying to deal with that. I will be on for 4 hours, though. Like a nice 4-hour chunk. And we're back in Linux. We spent... How long did we stream last time? We streamed like 5.5 hours last time, but I think most of that time was spent with Linux, so because we were just finishing up the Python challenges. But we'll continue on with the Linux, learn Linux thing, of course. Read the fucking manual.
Man. The man command is short for manual. It's a program that displays the manual for other programs. RTFM Moses, I know that manuals and documentation can feel intimidating. Heck, that's why there are courses like this one to give you a gentler introduction. That said, manuals and documentation will become more useful to you as you become a more experienced developer. They're not as scary as they seem when you actually take the time to read them. Using man. The man command will only work for programs that it has a manual for, but most built-in commands and Unix programs are supported. You just pass the name of the command as an argument. The most intuitive place to start, of course, is reading the manual's manual. Open the man pages for the man command, man searching. Most people don't just read man pages for fun.
Hold on.
Using man. The man command will only work for programs that it has a manual for, but most built-in commands and Unix programs are supported. You just pass the name of the command as an argument. The most intuitive place to start, of course, is reading the manual's manual. Open the man pages for the man command, man searching. Man. Most people don't just read man pages for fun. More often, the manual is used as a reference to quickly look up usage or special flags. You can search for text in the manual by pressing the / key and typing your search, then pressing enter. Let's try to look up what the -r flag does for the ls command. Man ls, type /r to start searching. Press
Reverse order while sorting. Capital R, recursive. How did I have this yesterday? Ugh.
N to jump to the next result. Press N to go back if you went too far. Assignment. As a systems person, the grep command will be your best friend. It has a lot of power, but it can be a little confusing to use. Open the grep manual. You'll notice that the manual is an interactive session. Page through the manual with the spacebar and quit with Q. Read the first couple paragraphs of the grep manual and answer the questions.
So, man grep. Grep, egrep, fgrep, rgrep prints lines that match patterns. Synopsis, grep option, pattern file, description. Grep searches for patterns in each file. Patterns is one or more patterns. Patterns is one or more patterns separated by new line characters, and grep prints each line that matches a pattern. Typically, patterns should be quoted when grep is used in a shell command. A file of dash stands for standard input. If no file is given, recursive searches examine the work directory, and non-recursive searches read standard input. Debian also includes the variant programs egrep, fgrep, and rgrep. These programs are the same as grep-e, grep-f, and grep-r respectively. These variants are deprecated upstream, but Debian provides for backwards compatibility. For portability reasons, it is recommended to avoid variant programs and use grep with the related option instead. See if we read far enough to answer the questions. What does a lowercase v flag do? I guess we can just search. Invert match. Invert the sense of matching to select non-matching lines. Selects non-matching lines. Which option is correct? T-test. I don't even see a T. It's recursive, isn't it? R. Oh, is incorrect. I should probably read the question correctly. I think it's T-test, but I'm gonna just check to make sure that I is ignore case and C is count. Yeah, it's test. Whoops.
Flags. As you've already seen in this course, some commands accept flags. Flags are options that you can pass to a command to change its behavior. For example, the ls command can take a -l flag to show a long listing of files, ls-l, or the -a flag to show all files, including hidden files, ls-a. You can also combine flags, ls-l conventions. Whether or not a command takes flags and what those flags are is up to the developer of the command. That said, there are some common conventions. Single character flags are prefixed with a single dash, e.g. sa. Multi-character flags are prefixed with 2 dashes, e.g. help. Sometimes the same flag can be used with a single dash or 2 dashes, e.g. -h or -help.
Okay.
Assignment. You found that some files have been tampered with. To figure out which one it is, use the word count command, WC, to count the number of bytes in the World Bank/Public's prideas.txt file. Use the man command to figure out which flag you need to use. Paste the number of bytes into the input field and submit your answer.
Woo! The chicken I ate yesterday has fucking been killing me all day, too. Ugh. I open the document again. It's concatenate. Oh god. How did I forget that? Okay. Use the word count command to count the number of bytes in World Bank Public PR text ideas file. Use the man command to figure out which flag you need to use. So is there like for World Bank? No. What's the name of the file? PRIDs.txt. Use the man command to figure out which flag you need to use. Use the man command to figure out which flag you need to use. It should just be a count, right? Just configure. See, it's configure. Catman. What's going on, Inferno? How are you? Dude, I can't see it out of my right eye. My right eye is so goopy. I got moisturizer in my right eye. I'm not crying, okay? Whether or not command takes flags and what those flags are, it's up to the developer of the command. A, help, H, and help are the same assignment. World count command, the number of bytes in this. Use the man command to figure out which flag you need to use. So I'm in the man. I want to be in the other manual. Put on a tablet. Like, aren't those, what are those things called? Those Steam Decks Linux based? Trying to play games, is that what you're doing? I drive a Tesla. And, my car is Linux, I think. But I think if I fuck around with the software on the car, it voids like a warranty. So I shouldn't really do that. I need the bumper sticker on my Tesla to be, you know, I bought this before he went crazy. Maybe I should make that as my own. Make my own one. So how do I find... Use the man command to figure out which flag you need to use. But man just spits out... What manual page do you want? Example, try man. I don't want man. I want... What do I want? Flags? Is there a manual for flags? Some manual for what command? WC. And we want to count the number of bytes. So we want the C flag. $10.98. Touchscreen? Ooh, fancy. I actually, as much shit as I talk about, like, I have an opinion that touchscreen is garbage, right? Except, like, I like, it has to be like a brand new top of the line touchscreen and very, very good response time. Typically, I find that the Apple products are usually pretty good, but there are some good non-Apple products that have good touchscreens. But for the longest time, my wife had a laptop that was like almost 20 years ago. Touchscreen. It was like a 15 or 17-inch 15-inch laptop with a touchscreen, and I would fucking make fun of her. I'm like, why do you have a touchscreen? And like, why are you using your touchpad and shit like that? And then when I start living with her and I'm like using it, I use the fucking touchscreen on the laptop all the time to like do different things on the web page and stuff. When I'm like surfing the web, I'm like, fuck, they got me. I think I used the touchscreen because the touchpad was so bad. Okay, so I gotta copy pasta this. Now touchscreens are so good. I think you'll probably play like ARPGs with them. Chewy Chinese tablet. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it's like a Temu ripoff. Dude, this looks like my car's screen. I can't knock cheap Chinese stuff, man. If it works, it's good. Like, I bought Arduino board. Nano. Yes, so this computer is 25 bucks. And I needed one of these because I was writing a program to blink lights on my wife's present. And the Chinese version is like $4. But it has reversed, some of the pins are reversed or something like that. So I had to figure that out. It was like a CH310. Maybe it's not CH310, but I don't remember now. But I did the like Stranger Things lights. So I printed like this out, right? And then the LEDs would flash different messages when with whatever I programmed. It's brick one. It's called $200 back. Oh, okay. Sounds like a fun project. All right. So next,
Positional arguments. Programming languages have functions, and functions take arguments. For example, this Python function takes two arguments, xp and level. Def print player xp level. Print player has xp and is level. It can then be called with two arguments. Print player 102. Player has 100 XP and is level 2. In a shell, commands, programs can also take arguments. For example, the cd command takes a single argument, the directory to change to, cd home/wagslane. Other commands might take multiple arguments. For example, the mv command takes two arguments, the file to move and the destination to move it to. mv file.txt, new file.txt, assignment. Take a look inside the World Bank/public directory, the contents of the suspicious-looking key.txt.
Okay, we're in World Bank. Concatenate the contents of the suspicious-looking key text file. This looks like some kind of private key. Why is it in a public directory? Oh no, is this a Bitcoin? No. Move it from World Bank public key to World Bank private. List the contents of the World Bank private directory. Paste the contents of the... Okay. So I can just move key.txt. How does it know? For example, move command takes two arguments, the file to move and the destination to move it to. I want to put it in the private directory, so Oh, thanks for stopping by. Take it easy. Good luck. Good luck on what you're trying to do. I'm trying to move it to private. Two dots is the parent directory. I just want to move it straight to naming a file some other name. No. Okay, here it is. In my notes. Moving file from current directory to another nested directory. So we want to move key.txt to private / key.txt. Oh, do I have to like create it first? And then like copy pastas it? Ah, I see. I'll be right back.
Just because the rhythm is slow, that don't mean that you can't flow. In the rain or in the snow, in the rain or in the snow, got the funky flow. Got the funky flow. In the rain or in the snow, in the rain or in the snow, got the funky flow. Got the funky flow. All you ever need is to be nice and friendly. All you ever need is to be nice and friendly. All you ever need is to be nice and friendly. All you ever need is to be nice and friendly. Remember, strike it rich, the key is love. Save everybody from way up above. I can sell a bottle cap like this. I will try to sell a cap like this. I can sell a bottle cap like this. I will try to sell a cap like this. I never dream it would be like these. I'm the number one ruler of the seven seas. The skunk over here will bring you luck. The skunk over here will bring luck. The pump over here comes with the truck. The pump over here comes with the truck. Oh yes, I had a lot of fun. I made a lot of bucks and now I'm on the run. In the rain or in the snow. In the rain or in the snow. Got the funky flow. Got the funky flow. In the rain or in the snow. In the rain or in the snow. Got the funky flow. Got the funky flow. Let me tell you something that I never told before. Listen this. I have never sold everything.
Okay, so there's no such file or directory. Do I have to do like the whole path? So move key, text, World Bank / private. Oh, so I can just do move this file to this directory. I don't have to put in the like file if I don't want to rename the file name. Does it have to be like / World Bank? No such file or directory. Oh, is there no directory? There is. I want to move the key. Move key. Text. If you don't want to rename the file, you're just moving it to a different directory. You can omit the file name, move some file text, some directory /. So do I just literally just put private /? Why does it say private is not a directory? I don't need the slash. I just gotta say move text to private. And then... Uh-oh. I'm gonna go into public. So I moved the key text to a directory named private, but it wasn't the private that I wanted. Let's see. So can I do like grep key dot text? Oh. Restart. It's not in here. I put it in a directory named public. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. I don't know what happened to the file. So find in this directory name key dot text. What if I did like I might have deleted it. I know this is not, I'm not gonna re-download it. I'm just gonna put a text file in there. Hopefully it doesn't build on it. If it does build on it, I'll have to go back and install it, but reinstall the file. I thought I said move. What did I put in? I did move key dot text to public. But now it's not even in the home directory when I search for it. Key.text. I'm trying to figure out what happened here. Move. There's a directory named public. Should be in here. I don't know what happened. Oh, is it in, it's not in public. It doesn't even exist in the whole directory structure. Key.text. I don't know who gave me write privileges. Oh, that's right. It was me. God, and fucked everything up. Touch. There's nothing in this file though. It's gonna give me back the right answer. Alright, I need Boots to actually help me on this. Explain how to move file from one directory to another. I thought I did it right, but I guess I didn't. Greetings, young scholar. Moving files from one directory to another is a fundamental skill in your journey as a programmer. Let me enlighten you on the move command. Move command, short for move, allows you to relocate between directory. Yeah, syntax. Move, source file, key.text. Destination, I put the directory name. Where source file is a path where you want is the path to the file you want to move. Thanks, man. I was like chicken Alfredo. Cool. It's spaghetti. It ain't fucking Alfredo or linguine. That looks good. Broccoli. If you wanted to move a file named spellbook.txt from your current directory to a directory called scrolls. I didn't put the slash, I just did public. So what happens if you don't put a slash? Oh shit, is there a file named public? Is this like Lee code for Linux commands? What do you mean? Let's see. Oh, I'm using Ubuntu. Ubuntu. CD ... Go up a directory, yeah. Find in this directory name. I don't want the file type. I want just like the name. Can I do asterisk dot asterisk? If I don't know the file type? It's just gonna list all the file types. What Boot.dev is? Boot.dev is like a back-end boot camp for learning how to write code. So I'm on Linux right now, but I finished Monday. I finished Python. Learned to code in Python. It's just like an introductory into how to like write Python, iterate through loops, you know, get the information out of dictionaries and present it in a way that, you know, loops can iterate through the information and give you the output that you want. Now I'm on Linux. And it has all different kinds of courses too. So there is Git, and then build a book bot. So this is a project. Learn object-oriented programming in Python. Build asteroids. More Python. Learn memory management. What's this? This is C. Learn Go, learn HTTP clients. The only thing that it doesn't deeper learning. Oh yeah, I wanted to touch on JavaScript at some point, but my cousin said, I was talking to my cousin, he's a software engineer. I think he works with like AWS, and he said Python's good, but learn Java and Python. So I'm like, okay, and I trust him. He's like, once you learn one, it's gonna be relatively easy. Excuse me, I don't mean to like eat. I mean, there's a key.txt that I made that's empty. I know there was a text file with information in it that I guess I deleted by accident. Oh, I could ask the AI. So it also has an AI in the bottom left corner that you can talk to. So if you're struggling, it will help you walk through the steps. Because like I had a lot of problems with iterating through loops. Once I got it, like I understood the logic. Like, okay, I have to iterate through this loop and increase this counter every time, whatever, and then the counter spits out some kind of function. I would have problems like writing that in Python, and the AI would help. But this AI, I need to know like what did I ask it before? How would you move the key.txt file? But then it's like you can ask it certain things within its answer, with whatever it spits out. So move World Bank public key.txt. That's my baby. So what happens if you don't put a slash at the end of private? The trailing slash at the end of the directory name is often optional, but it does have a specific meaning. This clearly clearly indicates you want to move the file into a directory. If I just put the word directory without the slash, the system will interpret this as move into directory if directory exists. That's what I did, and it like deleted my text file without the slash. If private already exists as a directory, which it sounds like it does in this case, then both of these commands would work identically. So is there another directory named private that it got thrown into? No, because it would have spit out on the when I searched for it in the World Bank directory. However, if private didn't exist, the second command would rename the file to private rather than moving it into a directory. Oh fuck, that's what happened. Do I have a private.txt file in here? No, I don't even have that. I don't know. Poof. Poof. Into thin air. The file went. It would just be private. Oh. So if I went into... public... There it is! There's a directory named private. Concatenate private. There's the key. Oh. shit, I didn't know that. I should try to fix this then. Because sometimes the questions they build upon previous questions. So I need to rename private. So just named private. So can I just do move private to key.text? Okay, so there's our key.text file. And I need to move this into the key.text file into the private directory. So do I just write out the whole, like, World Bank / private? Does it say no such file or directory? Oh, I have to do it for the moving the. So it's move World Bank public key dot text to World Bank private slash cannot stat World Bank public key.text, no such file or directory. Oh. I think my baby's having sleep regression. She was sleeping her naps, she was sleeping like an hour plus every day, and now she sleeps like 45 minutes and loses her fucking mind when we put her down. Yeah, but why doesn't... Tilde work World Bank? Is that what the issue is? So tilde... I could just do... World Bank public key dot text World Bank private. Holy shit! It was a tilde slash. There it is. Concatenate key.text. Look at that. Prodigious. Naughty, naughty. Requires you to give a very absolute positioning on directories. Okay. Ah, thanks for the help. I already cheated the answer by getting it right, so we're on the next question.
Help. By convention, most production-ready CLI tools have a help option that prints information about how to use the tool. It's usually accessed with one of the following.
Oh shit, hold on. Let me just put some of this stuff in my notebook so I don't forget. Okay, help.
Help. By convention, most production-ready CLI tools have a help option that prints information about how to use the tool. It's usually accessed with one of the following: -help, flag, -h, flag, help, first positional argument. The help output is often easier to pass than a full man page. It's usually more of a quick start guide than a full manual. Assignment. You need to make some network requests as part of this audit. You want to make sure that this machine you're auditing only has access to authorized systems. To make those requests, you'll need to know how to use curl. It's a CLI tool that lets you make network requests from the command line. Print out the help menu for curl. Paste the command you use to print the menu, not the menu itself, into the input field and submit your answer.
Curl is used in command lines and scripts to transfer data. Curl is also libcurl. Used in cars, television sets, routers, printers, audio equipment, mobile phones, tablets, medical devices, set-top boxes, computer games, media players, and is the internet transfer engine for countless software applications in over 20 billion installations. Holy shit. All right. Curl supports HTTP. Help menu for curl, so just like help if help curl if it's the first positional argument. Or -h curl. Command not found. Command line equivalent entering a URL in your browser's address bar. Nice. I'm getting closer to hacking the world. Usage, non-output on HTTP errors, commands, instead, file destination. This is not a full help. This is a menu stripped into categories. Use help category to get an overview of all categories for all options in manual or help all. Paste the command you use to print the menu, not the menu itself. Help me. I don't know how to man the manual for the manual. Alright.
Exit codes. Exit codes, sometimes called return codes or status codes, are how programs communicate back.
Man curl, that would give me the manual, right? That they're trying to say like the help is a smaller version of the manual to like get started or whatever. I think that's what
back
the
whether they ran successfully
previous
or not.
lesson was trying to
0
say.
is the exit code for success. Any other exit code is an error.
Fuck, I wasn't
9
listening.
times out of 10. Exit codes. Exit codes, sometimes called return codes or status codes, are how programs communicate back whether they ran successfully or not. 0 is the exit code for success. Any other exit code is an error. 9 times out of 10, if a non-zero exit code is returned, meaning an error, it will be 1, which is the catch-all error code. Programs that call other programs use error codes to figure out if execution was successful. For example, if the Boot.dev server program exits with a non-zero exit code, we have another program that will automatically restart it and log the error. In a shell, you can access the exit code of the last program you ran with the question mark variable, $. For example, if you run a program that exits with a non-zero exit code, you can see what it was with the echo command. ls echo ls/does not exist echo $, assignment. Commands will usually exit with error codes if they've been run without the proper arguments or configuration. For example, the private bin/warn.sh script will exit with a non-zero code if you don't have the required environment variables set. Run the warn.sh script without setting the 2 environment variables, warn message and warn from name, that it requires. Run the echo command to see the exit code. Paste just the exit code in the text box and submit your answer. Tips. You can use the unset command to unset an environment variable, unset envar name. Alternatively, you can set the environment variable to an empty string, export envar name.
/ Okay. Run the warn shell script without setting the 2 environmental variables. cd bin cat warn shell exit 69. Nice. Ooh. Without setting the 2 environmental variables, so warn message, warn from name. Yeah, these 2. That it requires run the echo command to see the exit code. What? I thought I'd just type in echo and then the file name. We're not unsetting environmental variables, or are we? No. Alternative, you can set environmental variable to empty string. Money sign gets the most recent status code, so echo money. I don't have it installed. Oh, it's echo space money. No, it just... Okay, hold on. Let me read this top part again. In a shell, you can access the exit code of the last program you ran with the question mark variable, money question mark. Gotcha. I should read 0. So that means it's fine. Paste the exit code in the text block and submit your answer. That's not right. Not very hungry today. My wife made me so much food. But she doesn't know I'm normally hungry. Maybe I'll eat the rest for dinner. So why did the exit code return a 0? It's not right. I'm gonna ask let me ask AI. Echo money sign question mark returned 0, which is the wrong answer. Why did this? How am I running the shell script? Concatenate? Am I not supposed to concatenate a shell? You need a prefix. Oh, I have to run it with a directory. Oh, shit. So I have to do / the shell program. Do I concatenate it or no? Or do I just do it like this? Like / what was the name of the shell? Warren? Shit. You're 2 for 2. And then echo this. Spit out 69. / signifies running a bash script. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. I did that yesterday. And I'm old, so my brain. I have it in my notes. I looked right at it. As soon as you said that too, you're like, how are you running the shell? And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm not writing it right.
Standard output. You might not even know it yet, but you're already a pro at
My mom wants to FaceTime my kid. Let me call my wife real quick and see if she's up.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey.
you're on the stream, so just let you know.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing? Is the baby up?
No.
Oh. When should you go down?
I don't know, 15 minutes ago.
Alright, my mom wants to like FaceTime her.
Oh, FaceTime her?
Yeah.
Oh, well, she can't right now. She's finally sleeping.
No,
She'll
no.
have to wait till later.
Not this instant. I mean, like the next time she gets up. Do you want to do it or do you want me to wait for me to come up when I'm done here?
Just wait for you to come up, because I got a lot of stuff to do.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Alright, thanks, babe. Bye. She sounds tired.
Using standard output. You might not even know it yet, but you're already a pro at using standard output. You've been using it since you started the first exercise in this course. Standard output, usually called standard out or std out, is the default place where programs print their output. It's just a stream of data that prints to your terminal, but we'll talk later about how it can be redirected to other places. All programming languages have a simple way to print to std out. In Python, it's the print function, print hello world, hello world. In a shell, it's the echo command, echo hello world, hello world. Assignment. Use the grep command to print all the lines in the world bash private transactions 2020.csv file that contain the word Marshall to std out. Copy the output into the text field and submit your answer.
Alright. I also realized I didn't copy the notes from the previous one for exit codes. I heard a story that, like, the guy who made Undertale, the game, wrote it in, like, one text file. The whole game in one text file or something. It's, like, very unoptimized. But they're like, it doesn't matter. It works. Let's see. Find like grep. So we want to use a grep command to print all the lines in the CSV file that contain the word Marshall to what's it called? Standard output. Private transaction. Trans. Then we want to grab Marshall. .20 CSV. Copy the output into text field and submit your answer. Yeah, see? This is where my notebook paid off. Alright. How was Undertale made? I've never played Undertale, but I listen to the music all the fucking time. I'll have to read that article
Standard error.
later.
Standard error, usually called str, is a data stream just like standard output, but is intended to be used for error messages. It's a separate stream so that you can redirect it to a different place if need be, but by default it prints to your terminal, just like stdout. Redirecting streams. You can redirect stdout and stdir to different places using the and to operators. Redirects stdout and to redirects stdir. Redirect stdout to a file. Echo hello world.
So stdout hello text concatenate hello text turns hello world.
Hello.txt cat.
Concatenate does not exist text stdir error text concatenate error text cat does not exist text no such file or directory.
Hello.txt hello world. Redirect stdir to a file. Cat does not exist.txt. To error.txt cat error text cat exist.txt. No such file or directory. Assignment. There is a process transactions.sh script in the World Bank bin directory. It accepts a path to a transaction's CSV file as a positional argument or CLI argument. It prints modern transactions after the year 2000 to stdout and old transactions before the year 2000 to stdir. Run the script and pass it the path to the 2020.csv file in the World Bank/private transactions directory. Be sure to redirect stdir to a temporary file called /tmp worldbank.log. If you're missing 2020.csv, you made a mistake in a previous step. Ensure the files in transactions match the files in transactions/backups. If not, make a copy. Alternatively, manually copy the file contents from GitHub. Cat the /tmp worldbank.log file to see the old transactions. The temporary directory, tmp, exists by default on all Unix-like systems in your root directory. Files there are deleted by your system routinely. Paste those transactions into the text field and submit your answer. Tip: files in the temporary directory, tmp, are deleted by your system routinely. It's a great place to store temporary files that you don't need to keep around.
Ah, that's what temp is. Today I learned. Gotta keep you on your toes. Food's like cold now though. Crap. I can't get this messy either. Can't wash this thing. Smells like piss. Process transaction shell script in the World Bank private bin directory. It accepts a path to a transaction CSV as a potential argument, positional argument. It prints modern transactions after 2000 to a stdout and old transactions before 2000 to a stdir. Run the script. Pass it the path to the 2020 CSV file in the World Bank transaction. So it's gonna freak out again if I don't do like ~/. Fuck off. Be sure to redirect std to a temporary file called tempworldbank.log. So I have to put a less thans in here. Fuck, I can't hit up or down. I'm so used to hitting up or down in Python. Process transactions shall stdor World Bank private transactions 2020 at CSV. I don't want to redirect it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want this shell process of the 2020 CSV to redirect out, std out, and stdor. Std out, stdor. Can I do it all in one line? Pass it through the 2020 file. Be sure to redirect std to a temporary file called tempworldbank.log. So then I just do. Let me see this. Is asking him a question gonna count? If I pass 2020.csv through process transaction .sh, where you can do it in one line. Where do I put greater than and two greater than? Oh, I have to use currency to talk to him. Okay, maybe just try to fumble through it first. So can I do greater than? And I want the stdor to go to std out. God damn it. I'm combining the two. I want the std out. I want the out. Transaction files in the mega contents and GitHub. Oh, here, it's up here. Sure to pass the file on the World Bank turn. Be sure to redirect std to a temporary file. So I just have to redirect it to std to there's no temp World Bank log file, but if I do it like so should I make a temp directory and a log in the World Bank directory? Probably, right? So can I like make directory temp? And then how do I make a file? It's like MK file. World bank dot log. Touch. Okay, so it's there now. Oh my! They must. Did the NFL Combine happen recently? Touch makes files. Okay, yeah. My fantasy football like thread has like 50 messages. Already happened. I have no idea. I don't even think I have a first or second round pick for this year. I do dynasty fantasy football, so pretty much we just draft rookies every year. Yeah, fucking Travis Kelce didn't do shit for me this year. Okay, so now if I go back up to but I'm not in the right directory now for this. So we were in bank private transactions. Oh, not transactions, bin. And now we can run that. Is he still on Pittsburgh? I know some people's contracts, there's going to be some QB shuffling. My cousin's a Steelers fan. Steelers depth chart. Oh yeah, he played. He was the starter, but like everyone wanted Fields to play. But like I thought, like the shuffling for QBs, it's gonna be Steelers might lose Fields. I don't know, or they might trade him. Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers. I get the pleasure of the Patriots sucking for the next like 10 years, so I don't have to worry too much about this stuff. It's you gotta ride the roller coaster, right? So I went through all 6 championships, and now I'm gonna go through like 20 years of not 10 years of not making a playoff appearance. Marcus Mariota, he's always like a fringe 1A backup / backup QB. Jacoby Brissett's probably gonna get out of town. Jameis Winston's always like a gun for hire. Sam Darnold was the big one. Looks like he's coming back. Vikings are pretty good this year, right? They fucked up in the playoffs, right? They lost first round, I thought. Vikings. Ugh. Who did they play? Ah! Oh, they lost to the Rams. That's what it was. It was a big upset. Stafford played really well. Who'd they lose to in the regular season? Lions. Ooh, they lost to the Rams in week 8 too. And then lost to the Lions again. See, but like, Green Bay was mediocre. Seattle was mediocre. Bears sucked. Falcons sucked. Cardinals suck. Bears suck. Titans suck. Jacksonville sucks. Colts aren't great. So it's like, Jets suck. Packers, middle of the road. Houston's actually pretty good. San Fran was okay. Giants suck. Your strength, I think your record and your strength of schedule were a little bit against you. You had a good record, but weak strength of schedule. Oh my God, Super Bowl was so boring. But I'm happy Saquon Barkley got a championship. I had him on fantasy this year, so he was getting fucking destroyed in New York. Like, I could tell. You can tell when people are on the Giants or the Jets, they're like, get me the fuck out of here. Took Rodgers 1 season. Okay, so redirect Stitter to temporary file that I've created. I've created this. It's not in this directory though. I put it in the world bank / temp / world bank log. So can I do stitter? On the same line? Stid out and stitter. Stid out, Ditter. Same line. Linux.
See? Noodles aren't the only food around, you know. Yeah, you're right. I'm up for some noodle sushi.
So, command, this is the error, and then the output I want just greater than. Saquon? I don't know who won the awards. Yeah, I think he did because NFL awards. Because MVP is usually almost always quarterback, and I think Offensive Player of the Year is typically a non-quarterback award. I think that's how they normally do it. Although it's not like written anywhere. Yeah, he got Offensive Player of the Year. Joe Burrow got Comeback Player of the Year. Surtain got Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie, Jaden Daniels. Oh yeah, he played really well. Washington did a lot better than I thought they would this year. Defensive Rookie, Jared Verse, Rams pass rusher. Pro Football Hall of Fame Class 2025, Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Antonio Gates, Sterling Sharp Sr. They only take 4 people. Vinatieri got stiffed. MVP of the Super Bowl was Hurts, I think. He was 2 passing, 1 rushing touchdown, I think. He had a very, like, average performance. It's fucking dumb, though, because it's like a wide receiver almost can never be the MVP, right? So, like, if a wide receiver has 200 yards and, like, 3 touchdowns, that means the quarterback has 200 yards plus, over 200 yards, and probably over 3 touchdowns. So that means the quarterback's numbers are going to be better. They gotta redo some of these, like, awards. It's gotta be, like, you know, Offensive Player of the Year excluding quarterbacks or something. Or, like, they should have 2 MVPs. 1 MVP for quarterbacks and 1 MVP for the rest of the players. Quarterback affects the spread line so much, though. So stood out. Wait, I can't. Do I have to concatenate it? No, because it's the shell is processing the file. That's the function. Yeah, they should have like defensive MVP, offensive MVP, that's non-quarterback, and like special teams MVP. There's some dudes on special teams when they run the ball back. They're insane. No Devin Hesters recently, but man, I remember when Devin Hester used to play and return the balls. Like every time that dude touched the ball. How do I redirect std out to a file? Echo hello world, std out hello text, concatenate hello text. So I have to std out to a text file. But did it tell me where to put the text file, or does it not matter? Run the script, pass it through 2020 SV file in the World Bank private transaction directory. Be sure to redirect std to a temporary file. So maybe I don't have to do std out. So maybe I'll just run the std. I can always just run the std out separate too. Right? Oh shit, I just fucked myself. Oh, that is not what I want to do. So I should go look at the temporary file I created. So there's my log of the things that were prior to 2000. Concatenate the log file to see the old transactions. Yep. Paste those transactions into the text field and submit your answer. Okay. So I did just have to separate the std. I didn't have to do anything with the std out. But the std out still printed to screen. So, I don't know. Excuse me. I'm a little cold today. I have to redo my office. It's clusterfuck of stuff. It looks nice on camera, but really it's just there's shit everywhere. I have like giant plastic boxes to the like left and right of me full of stuff from where my office used to be, and I've been here for like a year now and I just haven't touched it. I just ignore it every time I come down here. It's some cool shit in here, but it's mostly like books and games. This is my little my wife got me Chainsaw Man. This is my little Ponchita. I don't know if it's gonna stop looking at my face. Alright. Good.
Standard in. If there's a standard output, there must be a standard input, right? Standard input, usually called standard in or std in, is the default place where programs read their input. It's just a stream of data that programs can read from as they run. All major programming languages provide a simple way to read from std in. In Python, it's the input function. Execution stops until the user types something, in this case lane, and presses enter. Name equals input. What is your name? Print hello, name. Hello lane, assignment. Run the World Bank /private/worldbank.sh program again. Notice that it makes use of std in to read your name and email. Take a closer look at the code in the worldbank.sh file. What command does it use to read from std in? Copy the command's name into the input field and submit your answer. my friend recommended me
Is it power leveling? Oh, what is that show called? Solo leveling. I think this might be the next anime I watch. I don't know when, like, Chainsaw Man comes out for season 2. It's not scheduled for release, but a movie is planned in 2024. Chainsaw Man's great because it's like he's such a simp, and they're like not afraid about leaning into that. Yeah, my friend recommended Solo Leveling, but I've never seen anything about it. I was also been watching Jujutsu Kaisen and Dandadan. Dandadan is pretty good. I like the animation. It's really cool. Run World Bank private bin, World Bank shell. Monkey brains. Brains. At hotmail.com. Oh, I should have been Smooth Brain. Your name is Monkey Brains and your email is brains@hotmail.com. The response has not been recorded because this is just a local script. Goodbye. Notice that it makes use of your std-in to read your name and email. It's like the prompting you for inputs. Take a closer look at the code in the World Bank sh file. What command does it use to read std-in? So then I could just open World Bank. So I want to concatenate it now, right? Worldbank.sh. Because this will like open up what it's doing. Your money $sign name. So it just echoes, please enter your name. And then reads read. What command does it use to read the std-in? Read? Copy the command's name into the input field and submit your answer. I think it's just read. Hello there. Alright,
Piping. One of the most beautiful things about the shell is that you can pipe the output of one program into the input of another program. With this one simple concept, you can run incredibly powerful automation tasks. Pipe. The pipe operator is E. It's the character that looks like a vertical line. It's usually on the same key as the backslash, above the enter key. The pipe operator takes the stead out of the program on the left and pipes it into the stead in of the program on the right. Echo, have you heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? WC-W. In the example above, the echo command sends, have you heard the tragedy of Darthgis the Wise, to stead out. However, instead of that text being sent to your terminal, the pipe operator pipes it into the WC word count command. The WC command counts the number of words in the input it receives. The -w flag tells WC to only count words. This only works because the WC command, like most shell commands, can optionally read from setted in instead of a file path. Assignment. We need to figure out just how many transactions Bob has been involved in. Bob's looking sus_fr. Use the grep command to find all lines in all of the transactions.
What's FR? For real? This is a website, sus.ff. FR. He's being a sussy baka.
That include the word Bob. You'll want to include all of the files in the World Bank private transactions directory, but not the files in the backups directory. Use the exclude dar flag, grep nadisar bob, path to transactions dar -exclude equals backups. Pipe the output of that command into the wcl command to count the number of lines. Paste the number of transactions, just the number, into the text field and submit your answer. Tip: if you got 3002, you made a mistake in a previous step. Ensure the files in transactions match the files in transactions backups. If not, make a copy.
Alright, you need to figure out how many transactions Bob has been involved. He's looking sus. French. No. Use the grep command to find all lines in all of the transactions that include the word Bob. In the whole okay. I just do Bob? Name? So I want all the ones in... Oh, I want to renumerate. Okay, no. I want all the files in the private transactions directory, but not the files in the backups directory. Use the --exclude -dir flag. Okay. Path transactions directory should be World Bank private trans exclude directory equals --exclude directory named backup Holy shit, Bob. Oh, pipe the output of the command into WC1. L. L? Minus L. So this pipe WC minus L. $7,946. Paste the number of transactions, just the number, into the text field and submit your answer. Wrong. Paste the number of transactions, just the number, in the text field and submit your answer. Alright, so we gotta check to see if the files and transactions match the files and transactions backup. If I didn't get the right answer. They are the same though. I did this one right. (2020, 21, 22, 23). This is minus L, right? It's not minus 1. Yeah. Oh, it should have been directory backups. I wrote backup. Oh, shit. I typoed the exclusion directory, so it didn't filter those out. Then go back to the grep. Backups. There we go. 3973. Ah. It's the first typo mistake I've made.
Interrupt. Sometimes a program will get stuck and you'll want to stop it. Common reasons for this are, you made a typo in the command and it's not doing what you...
Wait, this happened. It like bricked, so I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So I just restarted Ubuntu.
It's trying to access the internet, but you're not connected. It's processing too much data and you don't want to wait for it to finish. There is a bug in the program causing it to hang. In these cases, you can stop the program by pressing Ctrl-C.
Oh.
This sends a SIGINT signal to the program, which tells it to stop. Assignment. Inside the World Bank private binge directory, there is a program called malicious.hesh. Sounds scary. As a good security auditor, and knowing that you are on a secure system with no internet access, you want to see what this program does. Go ahead and run it. It will run forever if you let it. Use Control-C to send a SIGINT signal to the program and stop it. Paste the last line of its output into the text box and submit your answer.
Okay. World Bank. Private bin. Dot malicious shall run. Doing scary stuff. Downloading social security number. Pet's first favorite pet's name. Your school's mascot. Your elementary school's mascot. Okay. So Control-C. Malicious skullduggery completed. Complete. Paste the last line of its output into the text box and submit your answer. This one? Oh, wait. I know for some reason I'm going to forget that it's Control-C. Which is weird because Control-C is copy typically, but...
Kill. Sometimes a program is in such a bad state, or is so malicious, that it doesn't respond to the SIGINT, in which case the best option is to use another shell session, new terminal window, to manually kill the program. Syntax. Kill. PID stands for process ID. Every process that's running on your machine has a unique ID. The PS, process status command, can be used to list the processes running on your machine and their IDs. PS aux. The aux options just mean show all processes, including those owned by other users, and show extra information about each process. Assignment. You did some digging and found out that the malicious program actually has another mode, force. Run the program again in force mode, /malicious.sh force. Try to kill the program using Control-C. You shouldn't be able to kill it. Copy the line that was printed to your terminal when trying to kill the malicious program with Control-C. Paste it into the input field, but do not submit yet. Open a second terminal window and pipe this thing, the output of PS aux, into grep malicious.sh to find the process ID of the malicious program. You will probably get two results, one for the malicious program and one for the grep command itself. Make sure you use the correct PID and that you don't miss any characters. You don't want to accidentally kill a system-critical process. Once you have the PID, it should just be the first number in the line, e.g. 93838. Kill it. Kill PID. Once you've killed the program, you should see your original terminal window return to a new prompt because it stopped running the malicious program. With control of your terminal restored, submit the message the malicious program printed before you killed it, which you should have copied already in step 2. Tip. Run PS aux, head -N1 to see the header row of the PS aux table.
Alright, so run this program again but in force mode. Try to kill the program with Control-C. Haha, you can't stop me. Should be able to kill it. Copy the line that was pinned to your terminal when trying to kill the malicious program with Control-C. Paste it to the input field. Oops. Open a second terminal window. And pipe this thing, the output of PSaux, into grep malicious.sh to find the process ID of the malicious program. I don't want Windows PowerShell, right? The output of PSaux into grep malicious. The fuck is PSaux? Process ID. The aux option is show all processes, including those owned by other users, and information about the process. So PSaux piped into grep malicious to find the process ID of the malicious program. You'll probably get two results, one for the malicious program and one for the grep command itself. Make sure you use the correct PID and that you don't miss any characters. So the first one is a bash, the second one is a grep. It's the correct PID. You don't want to accidentally kill a system critical process. Once you have the PID, should be the first number in the line example. 93838. Kill it. So kill 1382. Once you've killed the program, you should see original terminal will return to a new prompt because it stopped running the malicious program. With control of the terminal restored, submit the message the malicious program printed before you killed it. Which you should have copied in step 2. Submit the message the malicious program printed before you killed it, which should have been copied in step 2. That was interesting.
Unix philosophy. The Unix philosophy is a simple set of principles that have guided the development of Unix-like operating systems for decades. It can be summarized as: write programs that do one thing and do it well. Write programs to work together. Write programs to handle text streams, because that is a universal interface. Write programs that do one thing and do it well. This is why programs like ls, grep, and less exist. They do one thing and they do it well. They don't try to do too much. ls lists files and directories, grep searches for text, less displays text. Write programs to work together. Because, at least according to the Unix philosophy, programs should do one thing and do it well. it's easy to write programs that work together. For example, you can use grep to search for text in a file, and then pipe the output of grep into less to display the results interactively.
Oh, that's cool.
Grep hello some file.txt. Less write programs to handle text streams, because that is a universal interface. This point is more the how of the previous point. Programs work together easily when they all use the same interface, text streams. A text stream is just a sequence of characters that can be read or written sequentially. In other words, a text stream is just text. This harkens back to the point we talked about at the beginning of this course. The shell is a command line text interface. Text-based interfaces are much more powerful and extensible than graphical interfaces. That's why developers have been using them for decades, and why what we can do with them looks like magic to the uninitiated.
Which of the following does not follow the Unix philosophy? World of Warcraft.executable grep cat ls. World of Warcraft.executable. Get this fucking crack off my screen. I remember World of Warcraft running Crusade primarily. It was like, hey kid, do you want to play heroin? Do you want to do heroin? Or do you want to play a game that's more addictive than heroin? I think I want the game. Fucking mistake. My life. Which is more powerful interface, at least from a extensibility and interoperability standpoint? Text.
Top. The top command is a powerful tool that allows you to see which programs are using the most resources on your computer. I use the top command all the time, both on my local machine and on remote servers to diagnose performance issues. If you've ever opened...
Oh my god, I do this. I do Task Manager and I sort by whatever is extensively using my memory or like CPU. GPU is pretty easy because usually you have like a fucking game up or something.
Task Manager on Windows or Activity Monitor on Mac OS. Top is similar, but for the command line. Assignment. Open your terminal and run the top command.
I don't need them to read the whole thing. I'll just run through it. Top. Notice that the top command runs in a loop, updating the information every few seconds. By default, top sorts the process by CPU usage, with the most CPU intensive processes at the top. Another useful resource to sort by is RAM usage. Yep. Sort by memory usage, press M, capital M, while top is running. Oh shit, you can just type it. That's cool. Half of these are probably Chrome. By default, what programs on your computer are using the most CPU memory? Poke around a bit and see what you can find. Copy the column names from your terminal, the header of the row of the top command's output, which contains the column titles, and paste them into the text box to the right. Copy the column names from your terminal, the header row of the top command's output, and paste them into the text box on the right. Don't submit yet. Exit the top command by pressing quit. Submit the column names you copied in the text box on the right. What? Copy the column names from your terminal. The header row on the top of the output which contains that, and paste them into the oh. Whoops. Copy the column names from your terminal, the header row of the top command's output, which contains the column titles. Tell might not print some columns if your terminal window isn't wide enough to fit them. Shit. That's why. Try to resize your window or zoom out, reduce the font size, ensure that you print all columns. Otherwise, the submission might fail. If your system is set up with non-English locale, make sure you print out app matches the expected running instead. Language C top. Well, I should have let it read the whole thing. Then I would have gotten the question right.
Package managers. A package manager is a software tool that helps package managers. A package manager is a software tool that helps you install other software. Its primary functions include downloading software from official sources, installing software, updating software, removing software, managing dependencies. As a developer, you'll frequently use package managers to get access to the software you need to get your work done. APT, or Advanced Package Tool, is the primary package manager for Ubuntu. To be fair, you can use other package managers on Ubuntu, but APT is the default and most common. If you're on WSL and Ubuntu, you'll be using APT. If you're on another Linux setup, I pray you already know what package manager you're using. If you're on WSL or Ubuntu, check to make sure you have APT installed by running the following command. apt version brew macOS. There isn't a default package manager for macOS. The most popular but unofficial package manager is Homebrew. If you're on macOS and you don't have Homebrew installed, you can install it by running the following command: /bin bash-c curl-fsl raw.githubusercontent.com/homebrews install head install.sh. See the Homebrew site for more information if needed. Assignment: let's install something. NeoVim is a hyper-extensible and newer version of Vim, which is a new version of Vi, which is a popular command line text editor. WSL Ubuntu instructions. First, make sure that apt itself is up to date and will install the latest version of NeoVim. Run the following command: sudo apt update. This command only upgrades apt, it doesn't upgrade anything else. Next, install NeoVim. Sudo apt install NeoVim macOS instructions. If you're using Homebrew, on Mac, you can install NeoVim by running the following command: brew install NeoVim. Other installation methods. If the above methods don't work, you can try other installation methods. Check installation. Let's make sure we installed it properly. Check your version. nvm mash version. Paste the entire output into the input field and submit it. Using NeoVim. This isn't a course on NeoVim, we'd need at least 420 more lessons for that. But let's at least figure out how to edit a file and exit the program. Don't be fooled, exiting Vim or NeoVim is one of the greatest hurdles you must overcome as a developer. It's a rite of passage. It's a badge of honor. Assignment. There's a public file containing a company
I've been using Vim for about 2 years now, mostly because I can't figure out how to exit it.
password. Use NeoVim to open the World Bank Public's companyinfo.md file. It's a text file that's using Markdown syntax. You can open a file with NeoVim by passing in the file path as an argument. nvim file path here. Once it's open, you might notice that you can't type anything. That's because you're in normal mode, the mode for navigating and manipulating text. Use the arrow keys, I know, Vim sacrilege, to move your cursor down to the last line. Enter insert mode by pressing the I key. You should see insert appear at the bottom of the screen. You should now be able to delete the password. Replace just the password with the text redacted in all caps, no quotes. When you're done, press the S key to return to normal mode. Then type W and press enter to save your changes. Finally, type Q and press enter to quit NeoVim. You've successfully edited a file and escaped from NeoVim. Use cat to view the contents of the edited file. Paste the contents into the input field and submit it.
Okay. So public. So it's a text file using Markdown syntax. You can open the file with NeoVim by passing it in the file path with an argument. So nvim slash company underscore MD. Didn't seem right. Oh, because it's... Here we go. Wrong donkey charger type. Able to delete the password. Replace just the password with the text. Redacted. Mechanic company. There we go. Oh, excuse me, I might have to get a
Package
finish
Manager
my
review.
lunch or something.
Apt and Brew aren't the only package managers out there. There are many, many more, though they do happen to be two of the most popular, especially on Linux and Mac OS. How does a package manager work? When you type a command like apt install neovim, the package manager will check to see if the package is already installed. If it's not installed, it will download the package from a repository. It will install the package on your computer. It will install any dependencies that the package needs to run. It will, hopefully, add the package to your path if it should be there. Good package managers keep track of what packages you have installed and what versions of those packages you have installed. They keep your file system nice and tidy, making sure you haven't installed 10 different instances of the same package or application. For your edification, take a look at where your package manager installed nvim on your file system. The which command will help. Which nvim?
Which nvim? Oh man, is this turkey? Like real turkey? Like not fake turkey? What do package managers like apt and brew not do? Debug code.
Webby. There is one more package manager, actually more of an anti-package manager, I want to introduce you to, Webby. Webby lets you install command line tools directly from the web with no need for a local command line tool like apt or brew. You don't need to install Webby itself at all. Instead, you just run a shell command that downloads and runs the tool's official installer script. Assignment. Let's install LSD, a more modern version of the ls command. It's essentially ls with a bunch of extra features. Note, if you're using WSL, Windows Subsystem for Linux, you should follow the Linux instructions. Go to Webby and look for the LSD LS Deluxe entry. Navigate to its page and select the correct instructions to install it on your system, Linux, WSL, or Mac OS. You should simply need to copy-paste and run a single command in your terminal.
Make sure LSD works by listing all the files in World Bank private transactions. Wait, why didn't that Webby install work? Now LSD should work. Because I wasn't on Windows, I'm on a Linux emulator or whatever. Try running LSD with the tree flag on World Bank private directory. Oh shit, that's cool. Oh shit, that's actually wicked cool. One of the coolest features of LSD is that you can view the files in like a tree-like structure. It is cool. Alright. My wife needs a vacuum brought up. We have wet vacs. I'm just gonna help her bring those up. I need a break. Starting to doze a little bit. Get recaffeinated. Re-engage this. And I will be right back. Oh shit, you know what it is? I didn't have coffee today.
It's all yours.
This is life.
Oh, I got a coffee. It's more of a, what do you call it? Americano? Espresso with water, essentially. Oh, fuck, I'm cold. Put the blanket on. I grabbed root beer and another root beer and a cream soda. I don't know why the cream soda is like 2 lemons, a banana, and a pineapple. It's weird. Yeah, it's cream soda. Weird.
Make sure LSD works by listing all the files in the World Bank/private transactions directory. Try running LSD with the -tree flag on the World Bank private directory. One of the coolest features of LSD is that you can view your files in a tree-like structure. Run it again with both -tree and classic flags on the World Bank private transactions directory. Paste the output into the input field and submit it. Optional icons. You must install the nerd font and update the font in your terminal settings for LSD to show icons. Note that if you are using WSL, you will need to follow the specific installation instructions to download and configure Windows Terminal. Note on security. As a general rule, it's not smart to pipe a shell script from the internet directly into your terminal, because that script could do malicious things. That said, as long as you're doing it via HTTPS, which you are, and you trust the source, in this case webinstall.dev, it's not as big of a concern. If you want to hear more about it, here's the section of the Backend Banter podcast episode where the creator talks about it more in detail.
Okay, so make sure the LSD is working. Try running LSD with tree. Shows the tree. Run it again with both tree and classic. Ah, sharp. Tastes nicely too.
VS Code. Up to this point in Boot.dev, you've written code in Boot.dev's in-browser editor, and you've used a standalone terminal. Now, some developers do their work inside a terminal and use a terminal editor like NeoVim, but a lot of developers, myself included, prefer to use a hybrid GUI terminal experience. Enter VS Code. It's a fairly lightweight editor that's easy to use for beginners, but powerful enough for professionals. VS Code, not to be confused with Visual Studio, is the most popular code editor among developers today. Some other cool GUI editors include Zed. I actually switched to Zed from VS Code recently, but it doesn't work on Windows WSL, Cursor IntelliJ IDEA, and some of the most popular terminal editors are NeoVim, Vim, Emacs, Assignment. If you don't already have a preferred editor, install VS Code on your machine now.
Okie doke. So where to make it? Text bigger? Control equals minus.
WSL in VS Code. If you're on Mac or Linux non-WSL, you can skip this step. However, if you're on WSL, you need to set up VS Code to work with WSL. This will allow you to use the full power of your Linux file system within VS Code. Assignment. Open VS Code and navigate to the Extensions menu on the left-hand toolbar. Search for WSL and install the extension created by Microsoft. In the very bottom left corner of VS
Open VS Code, navigate to extensions left-hand menu bar. Search for WSL. And install the extension created by Microsoft. In the very bottom left corner of VS Code, there should be a green or blue button. Click that and select Connect to WSL using distro. Select Ubuntu. should now have a WSL ready versus VS Code editor. You can close the other VS Code window. I recommend pinning this new window to your taskbar so you can always open WSL enabled version of VS Code. In one click, you won't have to access your Linux file system. If you're in the regular VS Code window now, it should avoid it. So I just avoid it completely. This isn't working. There we go. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. Oh.
Code. There should be a green or blue button. Click on that and select Connect to WSL using distro and select Ubuntu. You should now have a new WSL-ready VS Code editor. You can close the other VS Code window. I recommend pinning this new window to your taskbar so that you can always open the WSL-enabled version of VS Code in one click. You won't have access to your Linux file system if you're in the regular VS Code window, so I just avoid it completely. Select File, Open It, and navigate to your World Bank directory and open it. You should see all your files and directories in the sidebar on the left. You now have an editor that you can use for your future projects. Note, for more detailed instructions, see the VS Code WSL extension Getting Started page. Congrats on completing the course.
you are my students. But before that, you and I are friends. We know each other anywhere we can. We all need love, no matter woman or a man. Smooth like butter.
Smooth like butter.
Caress your lover.
Caress your lover.
Enjoy
All right.
the moment.
Enjoy the moment.
Won't last forever.
Won't last forever.
I don't know if I'm gonna start this course or not. Let me give the wife a ring.
Love, shopping.
Sweet kicking.
Sweet kicking.
It's all about the mind.
It's all about the mind.
Tamanegi flavor.
Tamanegi flavor.
Wish I was a player.
Wish I was a player.
I'm a taxpayer.
I'm a taxpayer.
Need a good lawyer.
Need a good
And
lawyer.
so we go. Yes, this is the final chapter. I hope that all your questions were answered. Cause I'm majestic, now romantic. I know love is a key to save our planet. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. 24/7, each and every single day. This is how we do the last lesson. LOVE, your brand new prescription. Kick, kick, punch, jump, pose.
Kick, kick. Punch, jump, pose.
Smooth choke, love with rolls.
Smooth chop. Love with rose.
Duck, twist, twist, and punch.
Duck, twist. Twist, turn, punch.
Hug, kiss, love, then choke.
Hug, kiss. Love, then chop.
Ta, ma, negi sensei.
Ta, ma. Negi sensei.
Here he comes to make way.
Here he comes to make way.
Very smooth, very, very romantic. I love you. See you next time.
Much love to you too, Sensei.
Yeah, we finished the Linux course today. I don't think I want to jump into Git for like less than an hour or about an hour here. So we'll pick this up tomorrow. I am going to swap over to games. I'm going to play Path of Exile for a little bit. I'm going to stream it for a little. I was doing speedrun on it. I'm going to end this stream and restart a new stream with a different title. But I'll be right back in like 5 minutes. But if you're here just for the Boot.dev stuff, thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. Don't do too much dumb shit. If you do dumb shit, do one dumb shit thing at a time so you don't get caught. And I will see you guys on Path of Exile 2 in a minute. Bye. Woo!